That's wild.
Hey, look up this young fighter called the Monster. You ever hear Monster?
No.
Japanese fighter called Monks. This is the Monks.
Crazy dude.
Yeah, let's check him out, man. Ikuki, what's his name?
This guy, Naoya.
Yeah, he's better than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was little like that. Just as good.
He looks like a pop star.
Oh, wait till he get on these motherfuckers.
So little creates such power.
You hear the power, you don't just see it.
His punch is fast. Strong.
Pinpoint. Caught perfectly.
He's got defense, he's got speed, he's got footwork.
He's one of the best combination punchers in boxing. Always balanced.
If you ask me, what's a perfect fighter? I'd say it's Inoue.
Naoya Inoue, the monster, is out here making elite fighters look like they don't even belong in the same ring. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, or how long you've trained for this moment. If you're standing in front of him, congrats, you've got maybe 5 minutes before you're face down on the canvas.
Would you say the monster is multi-dimensional?
Yeah, of course.
But have you seen him legitimately be multi-dimensional?
Yeah.
From a standpoint of being able, obviously we know he can punch.
Yeah.
We've seen him get to the body, but
he's a box people.
I really haven't seen him stay on the outside and counter punch.
Do you think that's what he's gonna have to do against Fulton now?
It's not the point. The point is you just call him the #1 fighter on the planet.
Pound for pound.
But you gotta be able to do it all.
Yeah.
Who they fight? I mean, you can say that for Crawford. Who they fight?
It seriously feels like this guy was built in a lab, wired to throw punches with freakish speed and pinpoint accuracy. Blink once and it's already too late. You're standing there, dazed, trying to remember what you had for lunch.
You still watch boxing now? You're still into it? Do you enjoy watching boxing?
Yeah, because, boxing is my passion, so that's why I'm enjoying watching boxing.
Do you have a favorite fighter now that's active?
Right now, Asian, like Naoya. Inoue,
amazing fighter.
He's a good fighter. And I hope that he will accomplish in different weight division also.
Yeah, he probably will. Such a quality fighter.
Manny Pacquiao recently named Naoya Inoue as his favorite active fighter. And honestly, it's easy to see why. Coming from one of the greatest boxers of all time, that kind of praise carries real weight. Manny knows what greatness looks like. He loves Inoue's power, speed, and razor-sharp technique, all the same tools that turned Pacquiao into a legend. When a warrior like Manny calls you his favorite, that's more than a compliment, it's a crown.
As Naoya started on his career, he started to win amateur titles. He started to get the attention of people in Japan. They said, hey, wait a minute, we gotta look at this guy. He turned professional at just 19 years old.
The hardcores in him. Because the way he was climbing the ranks, the way he was going up in weight, but also carrying his power. He's getting smarter and he's getting more powerful. Then he fought Nonito Donaire.
Naoya Inoue faces off with Nonito Donaire. Both men exchanging. Ooh.
They had an all-time great fight.
Well, they go toe-to-toe to the final bell. Smiles all round. Naoya, the master!
That's when Inoue got on the minds of not just hardcore fans, but boxing fans.
And then it's absolutely incredible what Inoue's done. Undisputed champion, all 4 belts at bantamweight, became an undisputed champion at super bantamweight. That is rarefied air.
Naoya Inoue isn't just a boxer, he's a nightmare with gloves on. His power is brutal, sure, but it's the way he delivers it, lightning quick and dead on. He hits you before you even know what's coming. It's like he sees openings before they're there and punishes them instantly. Fighters talk about how fast he is, but it's not just his hands, it's his whole body. Like he's teleporting around the ring, landing shots you never even saw.
Flat out, he's my favorite fighter in the world. Watching that guy fight, man. And waking up at 6:30 a.m. to watch the undercard to get ready for a Naoya Inoue fight has become a bit of a pastime for me now. I love it. I'm up there. I have my espresso. I'm sitting outside watching. My neighbors hate me because I'm yelling at the camera at 7:30 in the morning. Every knockdown that happened in this fight, and there was a bunch of them. I mean, I was screaming at them.
Chris Algieri recently came out and said it straight. Naoya Inoue is his favorite fighter in the world. The former world champ had nothing but praise, calling Inoue a technical genius with serious knockout power. Algieri highlighted Inoue's ability to dominate in multiple weight divisions and pointed out his unmatched mix of speed, precision, and ring IQ. For Algieri, Inoue isn't just good, he's on a whole different level. And that's exactly why he stands out as the fighter he respects most.
The monster. Oof. That's a bad guy he beat too. Broke him down. Ooh.
118?
Yeah,
Who the hell
pounds.
fights in that division?
Bantamweights.
Yeah, but who?
Some bad yeah, some killers. Ooh, break him. Ooh, the monster.
You know, Inoue. Inoue, Inoue deserve to be in a power. Absolutely. I think he's a hell of a fighter. A hell of a fighter. I won't take nothing away from him. Hell of a fighter. And I like him because I see he take a lot of my stuff from my playbook. But it's okay. That's boxing. You're supposed to take from the greats.
Floyd Mayweather recently gave Naoya Inoue some serious props, calling him a hell of a fighter. And coming from Mayweather, a guy who rarely dishes out that kind of praise, it means a lot. Floyd, known for his laser-sharp technique and high standards, doesn't hype up just anyone. His words highlight Inoue's incredible dominance across multiple weight classes and confirm that the 31-year-old is one of the sport's most dangerous talents. When someone like Mayweather speaks highly of you, it's more than just respect, it's a stamp of elite status.
Oh, nice jab. There it is. Didn't say that. Oh! 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 This guy's celebrating already. Oh! Oh, you on him, bro. He's gonna put it on him, bro. He's gonna put him on. Oh man. Oh man. Oh. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Oh. Little short left too at the end.
Max Holloway also had something to say about Inoue, and he didn't hold back. The UFC star, known for his own elite striking, was clearly blown away by Inoue's technique and knockout power. Holloway has been in the cage with the best of the best, so for him to show this level of admiration says a lot. He praised Inoue's sharp precision, lightning speed, and his ability to adapt inside the ring.
That's probably my dream fight.
Do you have people you look at like, I want that fight, or is it just, or you just like whatever, whatever comes?
I mean, of course, there's a lot of guys like one day I think about like, oh, one day I'm gonna be like at the top and I'm gonna have to go with him. I'll say that's probably my dream fight eventually. One day, maybe at 26 or 30 with Inoue.
The other thing is we could forget how Inoue has stepped up in weight, right? You know, he's coming up pretty high for a guy where he started. So here he is, a favorite in the fight. Everybody assumes he's going to win. Tapales is certainly a good fighter in that weight division. Wasn't the biggest name, but he did get himself a title and won in an upset. So it's easy for us to forget that Inoue has come so far up in weight. But the fact that he can be dominant in a win, even though, as we said, Tapales had a few good moments, is extraordinary to say about Inoue. Because this guy he could be a generational fighter when you think about it for the smaller weight class.
I like, what's the guy from Japan?
Inoue?
Yeah.
Do you foresee potentially at some day you guys meeting together, maybe at a catchweight, or maybe if he keeps going up in weight?
Probably.
Yeah.
That would be like a fun fight.
Crazy.
Yeah, that would be a fun fight. Now that would be technical. That fight right there, like man. But I think I'll be too big for him.
Probably, yeah.
I'll be too big for him, yeah. But that fight would be like,
it's like a dream fight.
Yeah, facts.
In his defense, just as terrifying. But don't expect flashy head movement or dramatic slips. Inoue's defense is clean, subtle, and surgical. He slips punches with ease while staying perfectly in range to fire back. Most fighters don't even realize how many shots they've missed until they're already eating a counter. His footwork is clinical, always placing him where he needs to be to strike or escape. It's like he sees the fight unfolding a second before it happens.
Like Naoya, before he became, I teach him in Japan.
Really?
Yeah. Naoya, if he's thinking to moving up in the weight division, I hope that I can teach him and supervise his workout training.
I tell him come up and fight me then.
Would you go to Japan?
I would definitely love. I ain't gonna set myself up. We'll see if the negotiations happens. Right. But yeah, tell him come up and fight me. I love to fight. Anyway, he a hell of a fighter. I think honestly, he's probably one of the fighters I've been watching the most lately. So I give him his credit for his skills, his speed, his power, everything is tremendous. But I think he's just a little too.
When it comes down to a lot of things, I think the best guy that I faced, and maybe perhaps if I was younger, it might be a different story. But at the moment of who I am in this time, I would say Inoue is the toughest that I've faced, or the strongest that I've faced.
You mentioned Inoue as probably or potentially the best fighter that you faced in your career. What is it about him that gives you that?
I think it was like facing the younger me. You know, there's just a lot of similarities in terms of power, explosiveness, and sometimes intelligence. You know, but I think a lot of it is given the similarities is what makes it more.
Then there's his adaptability. Inoue doesn't rely on one game plan. He can flip the script instantly. Try to pressure him. He adjusts and shuts it down with ruthless efficiency. He can bait, counter, control the tempo, whatever the moment calls for, he delivers. His ability to switch styles mid-fight is rare, even among the elite. One round he's setting traps. The next he's walking you down with pinpoint precision. His fight IQ is unreal.
Naoya gets knocked down in the first round, and I said, "Whoa!" But he kept it together. It was like he was surviving, fighting back, and being defensive, like simultaneously, which I thought was very impressive. You get a mixture of, it's usually like one of the three. You got somebody who's trying to hold on and hang on and move, or you get somebody who don't know better and just trying to fight back. You know what I mean? Or you get the guy who's just straight defense and let me get through this round. He seemed to do a little bit of all three, which I thought was very impressive. And understanding Neri to have he came into the game in the U.S. when he debuted out here. He came in out here having known to have some crazy power.
You got it really hard to hit, bro.
And lastly, Mike, do you think the winner? Did you see the monster Inoue?
Yeah.
Do you think he's the best pound for pound, or the winner of this fight is the best fighter in the year?
The Japanese fighter, the best fighter. My opinion on it, I'm nobody, but I think it's the best.
Mike, the idea's been thrown out there for him to move up to 130 fights to fight Gervonta Davis down the line. Could you see that fight happening?
Yeah, listen, chill. How much you want to move? He's 122 now, right?
He's 122. He'd be going to 135.
Hey, why don't they fight 132, something like that? Okay. Yeah.
His mental toughness on a whole different level. Inoue is the kind of fighter who doesn't get rattled ever. He'll eat a clean shot, smile like it was nothing, and come back with a combo that makes you regret trying. Opponents throw trash, talk and mind games his way, hoping to throw him off, but it's like trying to shake a statue. He doesn't blink.
This is the monster, hailed as the pound-for-pound greatest boxer on the planet. But you probably haven't heard of him, and that's because he's Japanese, but let me explain. So he's called the monster because he's vicious, and 90% of his fights end in knockout. The kid comes in out of nowhere, winning fight after fight, belt after belt, in spectacular fashion. The boxing organization is like, yo, people gotta see this. So the boxing organization holds a big tournament with all the bad boy fighters. Now I want you to pay special attention to this man right here, Rodriguez. See, Rodriguez and Inoue, the monster, are set to fight in the first round, but before it goes down, Inoue's trainer starts taking pictures of Rodriguez's camp. Rodriguez's trainer doesn't like that, so he gets...
Then there's Stephen Fulton, the WBC and WBO super bantamweight champ, who's been watching Inoue closely as he climbs the weight ladder, and he knows Inoue's rise is no hype. This isn't just a guy jumping weight classes. He's dominating. While doing it, what really stands out to Fulton is Inoue's ability to combine lightning-fast speed with devastating knockout power. That combo, terrifying. Fulton knows facing Inoue won't be easy, but that's exactly what makes it the kind of fight champions crave.
Over to his camp and goes, what did y'all do to make him this mad? They said, he said, matter of fact, hold on, stop. Who are all these people? He said, Rodriguez, all these people came to see you fight. You in a fight? He said, I'm in a fight? I must got a CTE. Y'all gotta take me out. I'm done. He's literally on his hands and knees, shaking his head to his coach going, I can't do it. His coach said, get your ass. He said, no. They said, no. He gets up, he puts him right back down. He looks at the ref and says, you fight him. They stop the fight. Inoue go, come on, just one more round. Rodriguez go, oh, no. You got it, big dog. Congratulations. The monster then goes on to face Donaire for the title and he wins. But I do want to note that Donaire did not go down easily and this was voted fight of.
When it comes to Naoya Inoue, some of boxing's biggest names agree, this is not the guy you want to see across the ring. Just ask Nonito Donaire. After their 2019 war, one of the greatest fights of the year, Donaire had nothing but respect, even in defeat. He praised Inoue's scary mix of power and precision. And coming from someone who shared the ring with elite punchers, that means something. It wasn't just how hard Inoue hit, it was how fast and clean those shots landed. Donaire saw the full package up close. Skill, toughness, and timing.
At this point, the monster smokes everybody, but like I told you, he's Japanese. One, Japanese people tend to have smaller builds. People like seeing bigger folks fight, more knockouts, but he knocks everybody out, so you would assume everybody wants to see him. But two, it's his culture. Japanese people pride themselves in humbleness. People usually want to see flashy, so that's what gets broadcast. They say, you know what you got to do, right? You need to gain more weight and you need to go to America. American said, you're not bringing all that over here. He said, bet. So he comes in and demolishes everyone in America. Except for Fulton, the boxing world's last.
And when it comes to stamina, Inoue is relentless. Most fighters start to fade in the late rounds. He doesn't. He stays sharp, explosive, and dangerous from the opening bell to the final seconds. It's like the deeper the fight goes, the more energized he becomes. If you're still standing by round 10, you're not thinking about winning, you're just trying to survive. Meanwhile, Inoue is still hunting the knockout. And when it comes, it's brutal. He doesn't just knock you down, he makes sure you don't forget it. But the scariest part about Naoya Inoue, he makes it all look effortless. No wasted motion, no showboating, just pure destruction. He's like a machine, built with one purpose, to dismantle whoever stands in front of him. Watching him fight is like watching a master painter at work, smooth, calculated, and deadly. So if you ever find yourself in the ring with him, just know this, it's not a fight, it's a warning. Inoue is so good, it's terrifying. That's it for today's video.